This is my last cake of 2024 and I did not realise how much it was going to stress me out. When my customer sent me a picture of it for her wedding, I was so excited to do it, but there is something really deceiving about square cakes. For some reason, to me, they look so much easier than circle cakes, but the amount of batter and buttercream and filling that this cake took was actually ridiculous. At one point, I wasn't even sure it was going to fit in my fridge. The jam here that I'm using is actually Georgia's recipe from Every Last Crumb. If you like raspberry, I would definitely recommend this. But what I wanted to know is, how much would you guys have charged for this cake? It's a 2-layer 13 by 9 inch vanilla and raspberry cake with vintage piping and artificial cherries on top. I honestly think I ended up using about 2 kg of buttercream for this entire cake. The piping, I think, was the funnest part. I always enjoy piping the most. As you can see here, the lighting's changed because it was getting so late on in the day. It did take me a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. Here I'm using a Wilton 6B piping nozzle, and if you're wondering how I achieved the most gorgeous white buttercream, I used Ingenious Edibles Whitener with a tiny drop of violet from Colour Mill. I feel like it just gives the most perfect wedding white vibes, and doing this fine piping and small details of the cake was actually my favourite bit. I think the bit I hated the most was doing the writing. I absolutely despise writing on cakes. I don't enjoy it and I don't think I ever will. If you're a baker that enjoys writing on cakes, please tell me, how did you get better and how did you become comfortable with it? Because every time I do it, I just dread it, especially because this cake was red writing on white. So even though this cake really stressed me out, I do want to do another one. I think there's something about square cakes that I just love. What do you guys think?